Hey Chris, my name's Kyle. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys 3 things you could do today to bring in more high quality HVAC jobs to your business. Now, I know you're probably sitting there thinking like, all right, man, why would some marketing guy be doing this for free? And what's the catch, right? Here's the deal. Most HVAC guys are out there way too busy running calls, doing jobs to really understand how the internet works. And honestly, you've probably been through your fair share of marketing experts who really don't understand anything about your business. So what I found is that by giving HVAC guys a free blueprint of actual things they can take and implement, some of them end up saying, you know what? I like you, Kyle. Dude, just handle this technical stuff for me so I could just focus on what I do best, okay? So by the end of this video, you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more service calls and jobs. Then just shoot me a message back and we can chat, okay? Or if you want to take this free blueprint and tackle it yourself, that works for me too, all right? But now let me jump in and show you 3 things you could do to set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine, okay? So the first thing we're gonna start off with here is content. Now, most business owners, they know they need content on their front page, but typically don't know how much or what the right content is, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you your biggest competitor right now here in Littleton, which is HVAC Littleton, who's currently stealing most of those high quality jobs because they're ranking at that top spot, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see how many words they have on their front page. Now, I know you might be saying, well, okay, that's cool, man, but why are you doing that, right? Well, typically to rank number 1 and qualify for those high quality jobs, you want to have at least around 1,500 words on your front page, okay? Now, they definitely have an interesting looking site here. Let's try to copy everything that they have here from top to bottom. Here, let's see if it'll let me. Let's try going from bottom to top. Maybe that'll work. There you go. And we're gonna go to a word counter here, okay? Paste it in. And it looks like right now they have a little bit over 1,300 words, which is actually pretty solid. Okay, now let's go and check out your site here and let's see how you guys are matching up in terms of words, okay? So I just copied everything on your guys' site. We're gonna go back to the word counter here, paste it in. And it looks like right now you guys have about 792 words, okay? Now, what does this mean? This actually ain't a bad thing. This literally means your competitor is beatable by just putting a little bit more effort with their content, okay? Now, there's this tool I use. It's called Ahrefs. All right, it's a few $100s a month. But essentially what it does is it gives me the behind the scenes details of exactly what Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. And what we're going to do is we're going to see what you guys actually show up for here when people are searching for electrician or for HVAC guys here in the area, okay? So let's go and start with HVAC Littleton first. I'm gonna put their website into here. We're gonna go to keywords. Now, by the way, what is a keyword? That's basically what people are typing into Google, okay? So as you can see, they're showing up for about 194 keywords. So they're showing up on the top spot of the front page for HVAC Littleton. Let's try to get a better look here. Let's look at just straight up traffic. We see HVAC Littleton, Colorado, AC line repair. We see Littleton AC repair, HVAC service Littleton, right? And quite a few more, okay? And if we look a little bit more closely to this, so if you look at the traffic, do you see how it says, 36, 17, 7, 7, 7, right? So they're getting at least, let's see here, probably around 100 or 200 people just in Littleton alone clicking on their website, looking for HVAC services every single month, which is actually pretty solid, okay? Now let's go ahead and check out your guys' site here and let's see what you guys are showing up here for. When people are searching for HVAC here in the area, okay? So it looks like you guys are showing up for about 59 keywords, okay? So it looks like we have heat pump replacement Aurora, heat pump replacement Lakewood, dustless HVAC Westminster, right? And quite a few more, okay? But if you look a little bit more closely to this, it looks like for most of the words that you have, other than your business name, or this is also a really good one, you're showing up on the 3rd position for Aurora. But for the rest of these, you're showing up on the 6th, 14th, 13th, 40th, 50th, 60th, 90th page or 90th position on Google. Meaning, for most of the words that you have, you're showing up on, the 2nd page of the Google list, or like, the 3rd, 20th, 50th page of Google, okay? And for the rest of these words, it actually looks like you're showing up as lost, okay? Meaning you're showing up as spam to Google. And in terms of traffic, you're getting maybe 24, 8, that's 30, 40, maybe about 50 people clicking on your website. So maybe just about a third of what they're doing. So do you see the difference here? This is the importance of getting your online presence done correctly, okay? Now, obviously, there's way more keywords out there. Obviously, we're just showing you Littleton here, right? Which is not a super huge city, right? But obviously, there's way more traffic. But this is the importance of getting the online presence done correctly. And if you want to start claiming more high quality jobs here in the area and outrank your competition, then you want to have at least about 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords, okay? Super, super key to claiming those jobs, all right? Now, the second thing I'm going to show you here is going to be citations. Now, I know you're probably saying, all right, man, what is a citation and why does it even matter, right? Well, when anybody searches anything on Google, let's just say, for example, HVAC Littleton, okay? There's actually research done from Google that about 40% of people are going to click right here on this map pack. And do you see how Elkhorn Heating is currently showing up number 1? This is not because of the reviews, okay? It's not because they have, pretty pictures or a big company or anything like that. It's because they have the most citations, okay? Now, what are those? That is your business name, address, and phone number listed consistently across the internet. Now, I know you might be saying, well, all right, man, that's cool, but how do I get those, right? Well, what you want to do is you want to post your business name, address, and phone number in industry-related directories, okay? This could be like, Yelp, Yellow Pages, City Star, Yahoo Local, right? These are all directories you want to be in, and your competitors are currently in more of these than you guys are, okay? So to get into the game, you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to show Google, in the areas you serve, that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC. And when you do show up on the top spot in the map pack, then we actually add about 50 to 100 more directories. So once you're there, it takes your competitors a long time to catch back up, okay? So super, super important to get this dialed in. And now that you know how to, let me show you the real moneymaker, all right, which would be backlinks. Now, why do I say that? Because again, right, 40% of people are going to click on this map pack. But actually about 60% of people are going to click on one of these first few websites that they see. And when I search for, HVAC Littleton, replacement, repair, installation, really anything like that, I don't see you guys pop up here at all, okay? So to get into the game, you're going to need backlinks, all right? That's other relevant websites linking back to your website. It's kind of like online referrals, okay? And the more relevant that site is that links back to you, the better. For example, let's say, you have a local blog page or maybe even an industry site linking back to you, and that's perfect. That's amazing. But obviously, if you're, an HVAC company, you have McDonald's linking back to you, that ain't so great, right? Because you'll sell burgers. So let's go ahead and go back to Ahrefs here, and let's see what backlinks your competitor currently has that's getting them to that top spot, okay? So we're going to click on backlinks here. And it looks like right now they have about 736 backlinks, which is actually pretty solid. Okay, but again, how do we beat them? How do we get these? Well, what we do is we literally go down this entire list of links and match the same exact links for your business or your website, so that way you guys show up at that number 1 spot. All right. So I want you to understand at this point, claiming more high quality jobs, outranking your competition, no matter how big they are, and showing the areas you serve you're the authority. It's a magic trick, okay? There's no genie flying around Google or anything like that. It's literally just a method. But I'm sure you probably don't care that much about more website traffic, right? You care about growing the business, right? Helping your family, helping your team, right? So let me show you what this means for your bottom line by actually getting this done, okay? So I did a bit of research here in Littleton, and again, this entire breakdown is literally just Littleton, okay? This isn't counting any other city in Denver. And in Littleton, there's actually about 3.2 thousand people searching for HVAC services every single month, okay? 3.2 thousand potential customers. All right, now let's just do some conservative math here. And let's say out of those people, let's just say only 5% of those people are even convertible, okay? That would mean an extra 160 potential book jobs for your company every month. All right. Now, let's say, you go out there, you take those calls, you do the estimates, and let's say you guys close, 40% of those jobs, right? That would mean an extra 64 closed and booked jobs for your company on a monthly basis. What would this mean for you guys in terms of growing the business? Maybe hiring more guys and keeping them busy year round, right? In terms of revenue. So this ain't some pie in the sky thing. This is exactly what happens when HVAC guys get their online presence done correctly, okay? So just to recap what we covered today, first thing is going to be content. So you want to have at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. Second thing is going to be citations. So you want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to rank above your competition. And lastly is going to be backlinks, okay? Meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to yours to show Google in the areas you serve that you guys are the number one choice when it comes to HVAC. And if you implement this, you will be number one. I'm sure you're thinking like, dude, I'm a business owner, right? I'm a contractor, or I work at the front desk, right? I'm not some computer geek. Well, look, you could either, number one, take this free blueprint, tackle it yourself, and I'm totally cool with that. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourselves some time, you could just reply right back to this message, okay? Again, my name's Kyle. I live right here in Monument, Colorado, so I even love to meet you guys in person. But if it's easier, just reply back to this message. My number is 719-396-1510. But at the very least, I hope this was educational for you. Showed you a few things you guys can implement right now to start claiming more high quality jobs and outranking competition, okay? So at the least, just give me some feedback on this video. Let me know how I did. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Get out there and we'll talk soon.